Turning now to economic news and our latest edition of Protecting Your Money. No doubt, many of you are making some holiday travel plans, booking your airline tickets, reserving a rental car. And this afternoon, our Andy Lascano talks with a local insurance agent about the importance of getting rental car insurance because you never know when accidents will happen and what your responsibility would be.
Now, Protecting Your Money with troubleshooter Andy Lascano.
Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. And for this story, let's just say we're driving a rental car. And consider yourself lucky because due to the crippling effects of COVID, there just aren't as many available. Did you get insurance on the rental car? Laura Harris, a local insurance agent, suggests you should.
And keep in mind, you're in an unfamiliar vehicle in an unfamiliar place, typically. And so you want to make sure you have appropriate coverage.
And wouldn't you know it? Bang! You get into an accident while driving the rental vehicle. What's the first thing you should do? Remember, you signed a contract saying you'll be responsible for anything that happens to that vehicle.
Oh, before you even call anybody, take photos. See if you can get the photo of both vehicles, including license plates, because if you have trouble doing identification, that'll help a lot.
It'll also help to get the other driver to give you a copy of their driver's license and insurance card, because if the accident's their fault, make sure to utilize their insurance, not yours. According to Harris in Texas, minimum liability coverage is $30,000 for injuries to each person in the other vehicle, $60,000 total for injuries to everyone involved in the accident, and $25,000 for vehicle damage.
So if you're driving a $30,000 car and you hit another $30,000 car and you have minimum liability limits, you only have $25,000 worth of coverage for the property that's damaged, the car you're driving and the one you hit.
If you're out of state, Harris says your Texas liability limits may increase to the limits of the state where the accident occurred. Another word of advice from Harris: don't fall into a common trap.
You don't want to take a chance that when you do go rent a car that you don't have the appropriate coverage at home and just assume that the coverage that you have with your carrier is going to take care of everything.
So, now the rental car company, already short on vehicles, has one less vehicle available. Guess what?
Well, if they were renting that car out for $60 a day, they're going to want me to pay the $60 a day for the loss of use because they're not able to rent that car out.
Remember, when you rent a car, you're responsible for anything that happens to it, whether it's your fault or not. A chip in the windshield, hail damage, flood damage. Protecting your money, Andy Lascano, Action 10 News.